Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to briefly discuss, what does it take to make the right calls on both buying and selling stocks. Now, this particular trait of a fund manager or even a person or investor like us is very critical because you have to really do a lot of studies to see which are those stocks that you should buy and which are those stocks in your portfolio that you should look to sell so that you can make maximum money out of that buying and selling process. So please listen to this till the end because there are certain nuances that I will talk about that typically the top fund managers would take, uh, and that's how they are able to generate maximum profitability from a stock by buying and selling. And they typically work for those multi-billionaires, and those multi-billionaires are not likely to work with anybody or everybody in randomly chosen in the market. So they're essentially working with the top minds in the world in this field of finance, economics, and mathematics. So let's dive in. Before we do that, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell, please comment on my videos so that I know what exactly you're looking at and I can customize a video to your requirement, and also share my videos with people who you think would benefit from my research, from my curation, and from my videos that I upload. Now let's dive in. So before we talk about the topic, as you know, I have an ebook on my journey as an entrepreneur. The book is titled Six-Figure Corporate Job to Master Entrepreneur. I've spoken about the time back in 2010 when I decided to quit my job, and before I did that, the kind of preparation I did to put myself on a stronger footing to be successful as an entrepreneur. I've also mentioned about the challenges that I've faced and how I overcame those challenges. In this particular ebook, I've also put down 3 worksheets to see, to gauge actually for an aspiring entrepreneur to see how well he's equipped to becoming successful as an entrepreneur. So you could score yourself and see where you stand. And the cool thing is I've scored myself, and you would see how much I've scored and how successful I have been. Given that I have 2 companies today, one in Singapore, one in India, and representations in the US market. So to get this ebook for free, you would have to go to my website. The URL is flashing on the screen. I'll put that in the description box below. Click on it, go to the page, put down your name and email address, and the link to download the book will be emailed to your inbox. I hope you like the book. Please give me your feedback. So now let's dive in. First, so let's try and understand, what is it? What is that mind of those billionaires? What does it say when it comes to picking up, or selling stocks? So what do they think? So we try and understand a bit of that. First, let's try and understand, would a billionaire like Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg go to a random fund manager to consult which stock to buy or pick up a meme stock or crypto on the Robinhood app? What would be your answer? Probably not, isn't it? Because they want their investments to make the most money possible. They're not going to go and use a random fund manager to do that intelligent work for them because they want to make the most of the money. That requires making the right calls on both buying and selling stocks all the time. You cannot make a mistake. You cannot let the ball drop. You have to be on it day in, day out, every minute, and make money, be on the positive. They're most likely to hire a type of a fund manager who has a PhD in mathematics. So math is crucial here. Is math the only study that you do? Probably not. One who can predict the earnings of, say, a random 3D printing company most of us have never heard of. How do you make money out of a stock from this particular 3D printing company? So they are those people who can predict the earnings and hence consult and direct you to pick up the stock at a certain point in time and sell it at the right point so that you could maximize your profits. We are talking about the best of the best in finance here. So mathematics, finance is the other study that you need to do, or they're good at. This fund manager could be trained not only in mathematics and financial management, but also behavioral economics. So economics, behavioral economics is the other element that these guys are good at, because they need to understand how the leaders of those companies are running the company, how well they are, increasing their own wealth and hence the wealth of the shareholders. So they're going to look at all of that. It's not just financial management, not just mathematics, but also a specific area of economics. He or she could be from one of the top schools like Harvard, MIT, Wharton, Yale, Stanford, because they are the top brains. So these billionaires will select the top minds from the top schools to work for them, so that they could make most money, and they would pay them. They would pay them handsomely. They charge a top dollar to do this kind of work for the top billionaires who make money, for people like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. So Bill Gates probably doesn't invest too much nowadays, I don't know. Warren Buffett does it himself. Charlie Munger also does it himself because he's a partner with Warren Buffett in Berkshire Hathaway. So those are the qualities that they are looking at. Now let's try and understand. So how do they make these right calls? Let's try and understand what do they do because of which they make these right calls. First, they track the investing activities of major companies by spending years collecting rich data on the trades and portfolios of those titans to invest in. So they do a lot of work. It's not a fly-by-night activity. They do it over the years, and data speaks for itself. They continuously evaluate and evolve their decision-making capabilities. So it's not that they made a right decision, they think it's the right decision, and they stop there. They go ahead and evaluate their decisions. Can they make it better? Can they get a higher returns from that particular process of buying and selling? Can they make more money for their clients? They compare those decisions with the simplest alternative investment strategy they could think of. So they continuously evaluate, they continuously compare and see where their decisions stand, whether it was the best decision that they took. As a result, an average stock they choose to buy outperforms the most randomly picked top performing stock. So they could be, directing the billionaire to invest in that 3D company instead of, let's say, Microsoft, and yet they make more money than the billionaire could have made by investing in Microsoft, for example. That's the level of their analysis, their study. so that whatever they put, they instruct or they put their monies in, they pick up, must outperform the best of the best stocks at that point in time or around that time or horizon. They actively look for feedback or forward guidance or data-driven results to make better decisions. That's key. So the first point says they track the investing activities over the years, collecting rich data. So data, feedback, forward guidance from the companies themselves are critical in these decision making. They develop self-proprietary models, optimize them rather than have a robot make these decisions. And they do not ever sell these models in the open market. It's their own model. They use that to make those decisions for their clients. So it's not that they build an enterprise version of that model and they sell it on a SaaS model or on a SaaS platform. They don't do that. They will never do that because they can make much more money when they optimize the model, and their clients are billionaires. So who are their clients? They typically focus on trying to maximize investment returns for one or two important clients, like a multi-billionaire, a massive pension fund, or a sovereign wealth fund. So that's where they work. Those are the clients they work for, and that is why they charge top dollars. They are really, really well paid. They will be driving the top sports cars, $1 million sports cars. They could be living in the top areas in the world's top most expensive cities: New York, San Francisco, and Tokyo, Singapore, Hong Kong. Because they could be staying in those cities in the top most expensive areas. So that's what those are the qualities that make these top fund managers tick, and they thereby can take the right calls in entering the market and exiting the market for their clients or even for themselves. So to summarize, these are those critical elements that these top fund managers look at. And if you are looking to be your own fund manager, you should do a lot of studies. I'm not saying that you need to really go and do a course in a Stanford or a Harvard, or you need to be a PhD in mathematics or behavioral economics or financial management. But if you have to do your own research, you really need to put in a lot of hours to get there, to make the right decisions, to make your money be more profitable when you invest in the stock market. So I hope this was useful to you. I also did a video on what are the aspects that you should look at when you invest in a stock market. I did that video a few days ago. I'll put that in the card above. Go take a look at it. So I've mentioned some of those points there as well. Go take a look at it. So, well, thank you very much. As you know, my name is Saurav Mukherjee. I'm a digital technology marketing leader with over 20 years of global experience. I'll put down my LinkedIn URL in the description box below. Go ahead and connect with me. I regularly work with clients to look for business challenges, marketing challenges, investment challenges, and technological challenges, and provide solutions to those challenges to the clients. If you are looking to engaging me as your consultant for your company or startup, please write to me on LinkedIn, or you could write to me on the contact page of my website. The URL of the contact page I'll put down in the description box below. Then I will, then we'll get into a conference call to see how we can work together. So, well, that's it, guys. Before I go, please like my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Please smash that notification bell. Please Please comment on my videos and also share my videos with people who you think would benefit from my research and from my videos. So until my next video, please stay safe, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.